I don't even know what you said. I filtered you out. Anyways, welcome to this episode of Talk Smack with Mac. I got 3 of the dopest motherfucking NFL professionals in Las Vegas about to get on this motherfucking podcast and talk some good shit. And we have a first timer, man. So let me give all eyes to Kenyatta, man. Appreciate you jumping on the pod, man. Been hearing some dope shit about you. You know, rapping in the city. Lion's Share, I got that shit in my playlist, bro. It goes hard, man. I really think you're a real MC. I really got dope bars. So appreciate you jumping on the pod. But yeah, man, we're talking some motherfucking football today. So I had to get Mike back on because you had some controversial shit going on and people just hated you. So you might have to defend yourself. You might have to keep going with it. And we have a OG talk smacker on the motherfucking pod, my brother Elijah Teen, up in this thing. Yes, and maybe he might bring up some Raiders shit just because he's a Oakland guy and he just has to talk some Raiders.
Shout out to AP. Let's get it going. That's all I gotta say.
Hey man, you gotta do something to keep Max Crosby.
I gotta say, you know, I'm in the black already.
Hey man, I feel it though. He changed the vibe. As soon as he took over, he changed the vibe and changed the culture around very quickly in that locker room because it's been fucking turmoil for like my whole life, our whole life.
You want some black forces now, huh?
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we ready to fuck some shit up. But let's jump right into it, man. AFC Championship game. You had the Chiefs and you had the Ravens.
Yep.
I went in there and I've been defending Lamar Jackson as one of the best quarterbacks in the league, man. He's so dynamic. The way he could fuck defenses up, and they have to keep a spy at all times for this guy. Then he goes into the AFC Championship game and he just shits the fucking bed. He can't complete passes. He's throwing passes out of receivers' reach. Zay Flowers is just making dumbass calls, getting taunting calls, fumbling, breaking his motherfucking hand, punching shit. It was absolutely horrendous. Like, the defense couldn't stop Patrick Mahomes. They put up, 17 points easy. Travis Kelce had 10 catches in the first half, and they're just like, all right, dial it back, save it for next week. These guys are done. And the Ravens couldn't get anything going. Lamar Jackson is an absolute just regular season quarterback, and he's incapable of getting it done in the playoffs. Patrick Mahomes is the Tom Brady to Peyton Manning, but I just don't see Lamar Jackson getting 2 Super Bowls. He's a regular season guy at best. He can't get it done. How y'all feel about it?
I got a little pushback to that. I am a Chiefs fan, so I'm gonna stand on Chiefs Nation.
How long you been a Chiefs fan?
Hold on.
Even a Chiefs fan 3 years.
One question.
I'm a Patrick. Let me stop. I'm a
Patrick Mahomes. Where you from, though?
I'm a Patrick Mahomes.
Where you from?
I was about to say, you ain't the fan of the team. You're a fan of the player. Come on,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm from Chicago. Yeah. So
hey, the Bears ain't won since 1985.
Hey, guess what? The Bears should have got Patrick Mahomes. That's their fault. They should have got Patrick Mahomes, and I would have been a Bears fan.
All respect, your team is your team. I feel you.
Yeah, I'm Patrick Mahomes. So wherever he go, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna put it there.
Damn,
I'm that type.
So how long you been a Chiefs fan for?
I'm a Patrick Mahomes fan. So
as long as he been in the league.
So
see, I can't lie. Patrick Mahomes, he did start that. What he did at Texas Tech, I can't front. That was
putting up 700 yards and 10 touchdowns.
That's what caught everybody's attention off the rip, and I feel you on that because it was like, yo, who is this? But like just out of nowhere. Like, that was a dope part.
That game against Oklahoma going crazy.
That shootout was infamous. Like that was the most infamous shootout probably. Like for Big 12 history. I don't know about best college football game, but that was a shootout for real.
Yeah.
So what I was saying about Lamar Jackson, I don't think he shit the bed, like that. I just think he went against Patrick Mahomes and his Chiefs team. Underrated defense. Let me put it right there. Underrated defense.
He scored 7.
7.
He scored
Ravens
7.
number 1 defense.
Done.
Chiefs number 2 though.
So I'll push back on that for a second. They only scored 7, but they should have had 14.
Okay.
They should have Zay Flowers getting the taunting call.
Still not enough.
Turning the ball over. Yeah. It's not enough.
What about all the points they scored in the regular season? Where was that at?
But the Chiefs number 2 defense.
Can I say this though? So the white hat that called that game, I'm not even trying to be funny. 71% of the flags that he throws in home playoff games, 71% of them are towards the home team. And the weird part about it is, in the playoffs period, a home team has a 60% chance of winning. Every time he's officiating the game, it goes down to 40%. every time.
think some fishy
And if you
business
really
is
look
going
at
in?
it, there was a lot of calls missed that game, but there was a lot of BS too at the same time.
I honestly think the refs, they've been letting them play.
No,
They've been letting them play a lot.
but it was a couple players on there. You like, come on, bro.
You got to call that.
You gotta call that. It
But
was blatant.
they've been
Some
doing
stuff
that
was blatant, but
all
it was
year, though.
But it was
They've been
kind
doing
of
that all
weird though.
year.
Like they gave that dude the officiating job, like at that game. And sporadically, it was just like that was the Ravens' worst game.
Like the Scott Fosters and shit. You know, people like that.
CP and Scott.
They got a real beef.
They got he was cussing them out one
You
day.
got some Terminator
Yeah,
refs
he
that
was
you just got to go in there when you got to, make the ratings go up. Patrick Mahomes, man, he's beating Tom Brady records. We have to ensure that he makes it to the Super Bowl.
Travis Kelce has the most
Broke
receptions.
Jerry Rice.
Yep.
Yeah,
Playoff
receptions.
history.
Hey,
Yep.
shout out to Travis Kelce, bro. That shit is.
I
that's
think
tough.
like that duo. I think they have the most. Well, I forgot the stat. Was it completions maybe or
Yards,
something like him
Yeah.
and Travis Kelce.
touchdowns
I'm
in the
like,
championship
it's
games.
a lot of
I don't
Travis
think there's
Kelce
any
got that.
debate about him being the best tight end ever play at this point. Like when you got as many receptions
I don't
as
know.
Jerry Rice.
People still would give
Jerry Rice, come on now.
That's badass.
Like-
Anytime somebody could break a Jerry Rice record or Tom Brady record,
Yeah.
it's like you got to put some respect on that.
But who's number 2? Gronk? Gronk's number Gronk is the
I don't
competition.
know. I want to say Travis Kelce
You got
is
so
number
many
one.
dope tight ends though.
His
Like,
longevity is dope.
Yeah.
if you really look at it, like you got.
But if you're looking at primes, Antonio Gates, you're looking at Tony Gonzalez.
and the thing about
you're
Antonio
looking at,
Gates, Antonio
Gronk.
Gates hooped the whole time.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
and he has the most touchdowns as a tight end, Antonio
No, yeah, he
Gates.
does.
So like, it's a couple dudes. You got Shannon Sharp,
Shannon Sharp,
Hell,
Kellen Winslow.
Dallas Clark, George Kittle. You got like, you know what
The,
I'm saying?
the two
Like,
I
I'm
would
gonna say
like
George
put in
Kittle.
the same
He-
category.
He's good. He ain't up there.
I
But
would
I'm-
put Tony
Bro, he's a
Gonzalez
dope
and
tight
Shannon
end.
Sharp probably next to Kelsey.
oh yeah,
Gronk has to
no,
be
no,
up there,
yeah.
And then
There's a Mount
Gronk. That would be
Rushmore,
like
of
my
course.
4,
Yeah.
right there.
Like Mount Rushmore.
But yeah,
Tony
if
Gonzalez is that guy, man,
So
for the
I
Chiefs.
looked at his stats. Yeah, I'm like, God damn. So Kelsey got some work. He's like, some more. But I think Kelsey can take the number 1 spot.
He's top
If
5 or top
So
3.
what,
I think.
what does
for
he
sure.
have to do besides what he's currently doing?
Well, win and keeps putting up stats, I guess, and keep doing it. I
Because
guess.
you
Just keep
say
doing his thing,
you say
honestly.
Gronk's up there, but you do know
Yeah.
Gronk and Kelsey the same age, right?
No, that is true.
I'm
Yeah.
leaning Kelsey. Like
Yeah.
I'm leaning Kelsey, but I'm giving a nod.
Because we
to
talked
Shannon,
about this a little bit
'cause
last time with like Purdy. It's like, what else can somebody else do? Well,
I think
Kelsey
once
is
you-
like, what you're winning Super Bowls, you're showing up in the biggest moments. Like the blocking, okay, he's not the best blocker, but he does the job. It ain't like he's just shoulder rubbing people.
Yeah.
But he ain't no Gronk.
No, he's not. No, he ain't no
Yeah.
tank.
But
like,
I will
Gronk's
say the
a tank.
difference is, like you said, they're the same age. But
Yeah.
you got to look at the longevity.
Yep.
Mhm, that plays a big
Yeah.
part.
Gronk
Yeah.
had a lot of season-ending. He
Yep.
had a couple season-ending injuries. Not a
Yep.
lot, but a couple. So like that comes into play too. But now I feel you on that. It's a toss-up. But
Being healthy is a being healthy is the name of the game. Are you available?
and if I'm not mistaken, like the last 4 or 5 seasons, he's had 1,000-yard seasons. And if he'd
Yeah.
have played this last game, he sat out.
Oh
If he'd
yeah,
have played
and he
last
missed
game,
the first game.
He would have played. He would have.
Yeah, he missed 2
Yeah.
games this season.
He'd have 1,000 yards easy. So
I think top 3, top 5. That gets very subjective. Who
Yeah.
you like
It
the
does.
most?
I think that's what it really comes down
Yeah.
to because
What do you like more in a tight end? Do you prefer a guy that when he is available, he is hands down the best, or a guy that's very fucking good and he's always going to be around?
yeah,
And what about Shannon Sharp? Like you said, what if he played in
straight
today's
dog.
age?
Yeah.
Straight dog.
You know?
Yeah.
There's so many guys that were so.
because back in
Dope.
the day, he was going for 150.
Tony
Back in the
Gonzalez,
day.
he was getting 85 catches in 02.
Yeah, so like what I'm saying. Imagine if they was playing now. What?
So it's,
With all these rules and stuff now, like you can't really man, they would have been going crazy.
and the longevity is different because back then you were getting motherfucking smacked.
You were getting
Yep.
wrecked.
Yeah.
You're getting destroyed versus now they're taking a lot of that to protect the players.
That's why I got
which
mad
we
at
want.
I
Joe
think that's
Burrow's
all
little
around
tweet.
sports though.
Yeah,
They
for
doing-
sure.
you know what I'm
Because
saying?
it's a
That's some-
business move.
Yeah.
You don't want your
Your family, you know what I'm saying?
$250 million investment John
Yep.
Wall to fucking just be injured for the whole contract. Then it's like,
Yeah,
oh,
you fucking
yeah.
said John
No,
Wall
like
outta
that's the
here.
whole point. And like that's why I got mad when Joe Burrow tweeted,
Yeah,
"Let
I
them
know, he
taunt."
outta here.
I'm like, okay, do you want to get decked when because if you taunt a defensive player, they gonna get mad and try to wreck you. Mm-hmm. So don't be saying let them taunt unless you're ready to get hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like legit hit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you got to give a little to get a little. Like,
And
they do a
we
lot to
did it
protect
on
their
too.
assets.
I'm like, oh yeah, you
Yeah.
fucked up.
Yeah,
Like,
no, I was
with
the
the
same
first
way.
thing, I'm
Like, when I
like,
did
yeah.
play ball, I was the same way. Like,
Yep.
you gonna say something, but all right.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna catch you slipping eventually.
Yep.
And you gonna feel it. Like, I don't care if it's a peel back. I'm gonna take the 15. Coach gonna get mad. We're gonna be in film. Yeah, that's cool. I'll get in trouble. I'm gonna do it anyway.
I'll be like,
Talking too much. Like, you know
my
what I'm saying?
bad.
We in competition. So like we go back and forth, but as soon as you keep chirping a little too much, oh yeah, we coming straight across the middle.
Now we about to hit you with a little oops. Oops, my bad, man. I thought he was looking the other way. Shit, coach, he turned around. He gave his back to me at the last second. I didn't see him.
As soon as you see it on film.
He turned his back. Huh, Turner, he turned his back.
We'll grab the plate and run the stadium.
So Lamar Jackson, man, your guys' opinion differs a bit. What the fuck does this guy got to do? He needs to get still he needs better weapons around him. He doesn't have a Travis Kelce. He doesn't
It's
have a
not
super
that.
dynamic
You gotta
guy.
win when it matter.
It's not that. It's the game against Mahomes. You gotta win because that's the guy.
You want to be the best, you gotta beat the
You gotta
best.
beat him.
You
Is
want
that
my-
possible though? Can Patrick Mahomes be stopped?
Okay,
You take away the best receiver, a top 3 receiver in the league, the most dynamic player in the league, and this motherfucker just goes out, wins the Super Bowl, and went back to a second one, about to win number 2.
Yeah.
You take away that guy, and he's just like, fuck it, I'll figure it out.
But-
his team had the most drops in the league by far. Receivers not stepping up. Travis Kelce getting doubled and triple team, and they still made it back to
Win when it
fucking
mattered.
Super Bowl.
yeah.
You have to beat the best to
Yeah.
be the best. Like that's just it's flat
But
out
he's
simple.
been here so many times. That's what I'm saying. So hard.
6
Lamar
straight.
has not been here that
Yeah.
many times.
Yeah.
So,
But
he's
whose
going
fault
up
is
against-
that?
I mean, he was injured. I'm pretty sure one of those years.
He was injured
He
a
was
couple
injured
years.
one
Like,
of
you
those
know, it's just the
years.
nature of the beast.
And this was
Yeah.
his third playoff game.
it's
right?
just
This
the
is
nature
third
of the
playoff
beast.
game.
Like so, like you know, it just like
it's the same thing with Josh. The same thing. Only person.
But shit,
obviously,
Patrick
Burrow
Mahomes,
did it, but-
he limped to the Super Bowl last year
Yeah.
and won on one leg.
yeah, but
He's
Mahomes.
on a
He's
different
Mahomes.
planet.
Like I said,
Yeah, he's on a
beat the
different
best.
planet.
Like, to be
Mahomes.
the best, you gotta
Different
beat
beast,
the
but
best.
the same animal.
Like, you know,
He's
like,
different
that light
man,
switch turned
dog.
on for him. Like, it don't,
Yeah.
like, it's the difference between playing hurt and injured. That's what people don't understand. You could play hurt
Yeah.
compared to being injured. It's a complete difference. And when you got that dog in you, it's going to show.
You think he
So,
shot
I
that
think-
shit up and went out there and played?
yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he
got
definitely
to.
did.
Yeah,
You
I
guys,
took
you know,
cortisone
that was a
shots.
high
Shit.
ankle sprain. That's like at least a couple weeks, and he played on the same game.
He
But
said
I
they start that shit in middle school. Shit.
No, college.
Look,
do that,
I personally
kids.
don't. I don't think that Lamar honestly has to do anything. And the reason why I don't think Lamar has to do anything is because nobody has him as number 2 in the league. Like, how are you going to say he needs to do more when he has more than the people you put ahead of him? Like, the only person he doesn't have more accolades in is Mahomes.
Yeah.
And like, if you watch any other like people on the media talk about it, it's always Mahomes, Allen, Burrow. Like really, Lamar is playing with house money, and like he's not gonna get the respect he deserves and has earned until he wins that chip. And like,
Think
it's
he
not
should
fair.
have took less money and got better weapons?
No.
No.
I think
back?
I think they should. I think he should have ran. So Lamar needs.
Nobody
to,
wanted him.
Yeah.
That's what he needs to do though, because he can. You cannot go.
Oh, you mean I thought you
Like,
mean
right,
run
no,
like
no, no,
sign
in the
to a
game.
different team.
No, no.
But even with
Yeah,
that,
running
man,
in the
it's
game,
like
yeah.
Who was
because
on Lamar?
Huh?
Who was on Lamar?
the whole league,
The
nobody
whole
would
league
touch it
didn't-
because,
yeah, they wouldn't- yeah, they
because
wouldn't.
everybody
Well,
had the
yeah, with that
narrative.
contract, he
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
But he got what he wanted. I feel you on that. Bro.
Yeah.
I'm saying,
Yeah,
shoulda
no, he
ran
should have
in
ran
the
for
game,
sure.
like,
Yes.
There's no reason Josh Allen should run more than you, and you Lamar Jack. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, Brock
that's his
Purdy
strength.
running more than you.
Yeah, Purdy was running. That's what I'm like. That's
So who do you blame that on? The offensive coordinator, head coach, and the
I
game
blame it
plan?
on Jim
or you-
Harbaugh.
It goes
Or
both
on-
ways.
I blame
yeah, it goes.
It goes both ways because
Lamar can say, "Fuck that." Yeah, you
Yeah, he
play
can.
quarterback
Because
for how long?
I seen
You're the
some of these
quarterback.
plays.
Like,
I
you-
seen some of these plays break down. I'm like, run, Lamar. You know what I'm saying? Like, run. Make it an interesting game. I still think they're gonna lose, but I'm like, make it interesting. Like, run.
And
But he just didn't do it, and I'm like,
Chiefs were touching him. You
Yeah,
think
he-
that has
he-
something to do with it? I don't think so.
they were getting pressure.
Yeah.
They were getting pressure.
But they were
It
touching
was-
him though. Like they were making him like letting him know like, hey,
oh
we're here.
our team
We're here.
is
But I
pretty
mean, he's
physical.
used to that.
Yes, but
At this
They-
point,
yeah,
bro, you
I
play,
feel that too.
Real
He-
talk, the AFC North is like, bro, that's like being in the projects. I'm sorry. That AFC North division, bro. Every time you play somebody in AFC North,
Cincinnati,
bro.
Yeah.
they
It's
play
a slobber
yeah.
knocker, dog, and it's been like that
When they
for
play
30
Steelers,
years.
it'd be
Yeah.
That was the first conference since like the 1930s that every team had a winning record.
Yep.
Every team had a winning
it's tough
record
out
this
there.
year.
And with a lot of injuries. Look
Yeah.
at the Browns at quarterback. Bengals at quarterback.
And Browns look good on, if they had Deshaun, I think
Texans
it
clowned
might be a
them.
little,
Texans clowned.
I think it's a different story with Deshaun though, but I'm gonna be honest.
That defense didn't show up that day against the Texans. It might have been a shootout. But they did not show up.
They didn't. I was surprised.
Yeah,
I was
because that was the number one defense in the league.
Yeah,
I was confused because he was just dropping back. CJ was just letting it go.
That's credit to him though. He might just be that nice,
He is.
Him and
Shout out to CJ Stroud, for real.
He is.
him and Love.
He's top 5,
gonna
top
be-
7 in the league
they gonna
already.
be, him and Love gonna be decent.
So, I got a question for all y'all. So if the Packers do it 3 times straight,
Do what? 3 times straight.
Yeah.
you got Brett Favre.
Oh,
You talking about Corey?
I'm like, they ain't getting no
You
3
got Brett
rings.
Favre, Aaron Rodgers, then you get it right with Jordan Love.
They showed that's the blueprint to fucking winning. You draft your quarterback, you sit
Let
him,
him
you
sit
let
on
him
the bench,
learn,
watch.
you build
Yep.
around him, make sure he's comfortable and confident and fucking safe,
Yep.
and then let him go out there and slang that thing.
Yep.
There's never was David Carr, perfect example. You go out there and this dude gets smacked 70 fucking times. He's not gonna want to throw that motherfucking ball or stay out there or let plays develop because he's like, fuck that. This hurts.
Yeah.
This motherfucker's 285 pounds. Smack me in the back hard as
this
fuck.
shit hurt, doc. This
I'm
shit
a
hurt.
1-2 drop this bitch and just let it go. Everything's a slant for me.
Straight West Coast
hot route,
offense.
slant. Because fuck that. I'm dumping it off to the running back. I don't want to get hit no more.
Yep.
Jeez.
Now he was out the league quick.
Yep.
You can't do that,
Yeah.
man. People forget that these players are fucking human beings still.
That shit
You
hurts.
can- I couldn't even imagine. Imagine the fucking gorilla coming and tackling you. Or getting you
man.
imagine getting hit by a small car. Over and over. That's the NFL. Yeah. Going 25
Patrick is our Fiat.
in the back. Underneath the grill and shit. God damn.
Just sitting there dragging this shit.
Man, let's jump to
You're
the
right,
other
man.
side, man. NFC Championship game. Lions and the 49ers. I'll be honest with you guys. I turned the game off a little like at halftime because I said the Lions, every time they run the ball, they're getting 8 yards of carry. They're dominating. Next thing I know, I checked the score. It's tied. I said, what the fuck happened? So I'll let y'all fill me in.
So I originally picked Lions for the upset, but even with them with that lead, I was like, they have like the 27 like worst defense or some shit like that. I'm like, I don't know. The Niners might come back, you know what I'm saying? But the Lions need a stop and they need to score as well. None of that shit happened. Like Purdy, Purdy, I ain't gonna say he just managed the game. He actually proved himself. This is the game I need to see from him to see
He
if
had
he
one
was.
nice throw. Yeah. He had
Hey,
one
take
nice
it over
throw.
because he was
Yeah, he
talking
was like-
mad shit
Yeah.
about Brock. He was talking mad shit about Brock. Let me
So
talk to me.
Yeah,
games got to respect game.
Okay.
Like Brock, he showed some things. He showed that he's got that dog in him that he's gonna fight to win. Like he's not gonna just roll over. My thing about the game though was that was all on Dan Campbell. Like Dan,
For sure.
like
I agree.
this dude's hitting with a 20 on like to try to get a 21. Like what are you doing, man? You up 17 points and you going with it on 4th and like 2 or 3? Like kick the field goal, take the points.
Yep.
Because the thing is, what people don't talk about, and I haven't heard anybody talk about this, is that momentum's a real thing. And if you come out the half and your offense gets 40 yards and get 0 points, that's gonna mess with your head. And then they score a touchdown, then you're like, oh, they're getting closer. And then you go for another 4-3, you miss it. Now they tied it up. Go up 3. Now it's all in your head. You got people dropping the ball on a 2-yard pass. Like what? Like all that.
It was
stuff
a lot of drops.
And that's
and-
two
and-
drives to where they could have had 6 points.
And then they lost by 3.
They lost by 3.
Yep.
Compared to being 34-31. They would have been up 37-34.
Yep.
Yep.
Trying to milk the clock.
And on
With
top of
momentum.
that, Brock Purdy is still a second-year quarterback. When you're up 3, it's a different mindset than when you're tied. Like the reason why he sucked against the Packers was because he's like, oh crap, I'm in the playoffs. People expect things out of me. You know, and so he wet the bed the first 3 quarters and then woke up in the fourth quarter because the nerves got to him. The nerves would have got to him if they had kept the game tight or had a 3-point lead in the fourth quarter.
I agree with him that I credit the Dan Campbell rather than Brock Purdy, you know, because they crumbled and they're pretty much just like, all right. You know what I'm saying?
That's 6 points. They just
you could
left
be
out
heroic.
there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, why did he go for that?
And the fact that
the last one,
the thing that threw me off too
they
was
stopped
like
running, right? Yeah.
that, and the fact that like here's the crazy part.
crazy.
Here's the crazy part.
Jameer Gibbs.
You go that first 4th down, they went to Reynolds, right?
Yep.
He dropped the ball.
Yep.
The second time they went for it on 4th down, who'd
Went
they
to
go
Reynolds.
to? Went to Reynolds. And what did he do?
Dropped the ball.
Motherfucker. Like,
I was watching that. I'm like, is Amon-Ra St. Brown not in the game?
that's what, bruh.
Is Laporta not in the game?
He was
like, out of
catching
all the
screws.
people
You
in the
throw it
game,
to Laporta every single fucking
out of-
time.
Reynolds is
is
the 5th option.
Laporta and St. Brown. St. Brown was catching screen passes, getting 8-9 yards off the rip.
Yep.
Laporta's getting down the field, in the middle of the field, in the weakness of the zone. Boom, every time. 10 yards, 8 yards, 15 yards, 12 yards. Why are you going away from what's working? Why not keep Gibbs in and stretch the field out?
Because they try to get clever.
Gibbs is a fucking dog. Why not
Yep.
stretch the field out with him? Then we get to the
Yep.
goal line pounder with Montgomery.
Mm-hmm.
Milk the clock. Milk that shit. Like, man,
You up seven? There's no
they-
excuse for blowing a 17-point lead.
They
None.
completely,
especially in the championship.
completely ditched the game plan that got them the lead in the first place. Shit the bed. We all agree.
Yep.
That's all on.
I can definitely agree that they for sure shit the
And
bed.
Shit the bed.
That's
Now
the
the
biggest
thing
thing that's
dope.
annoying is that they're justifying it because this is what Dan Campbell always does. But I'm like, dude, if you're
Boy,
trying to
motherfucker,
win,
you
you
gotta
gotta
make
win a
adjustments.
game.
You gotta be
gotta
smart.
make adjustments. You playing like you behind when you ahead.
Yeah.
You gotta start thinking like you ahead and take the points.
Yes, you gotta make
Jeez.
big head coach moves and big head coach scenarios.
Because before they even made the comeback, as soon as he went for it on 4th down, I'm like, they're gonna come back and win. I said that, like literally, they're gonna come back and win. Because I'm like, you can't do that. You can't play like you're behind when you are ahead
And your
and take
kicker's
those
not
risks.
kicking shitty. So that,
Yeah.
like, that's why I was confused too.
Yep.
I'm like,
Yep.
he's been like straight.
I
So,
die on that hill. You got to let him kick that. I'm like,
Yep.
what is you doing,
man.
fucking Lions? Yeah, that-
Hey man,
Full of
I
some
thought they
Detroit
had the game
shit.
too. I'm like, okay, they might pull through with this one if they, like you said, they stuck to the same game plan.
Hand that
But
motherfucker off.
Yeah,
Yep.
you know, I forgot how many yards they
hand it
did
off.
in the
That's
first
it.
half, but I'm like, okay,
Yep.
they on to something. But
They had
just-
140
100 was 100 or
yards
something, right?
in the first quarter.
Yep.
Wicked,
120 rushing yards in the first half.
wicked, and then you
They
stop.
pulled the Ravens, man.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
lost their identity because they were
Yep.
playing somebody outside their weight class.
Yep, I
Like
agree.
that's
yeah.
exactly
They
what
got
ended up
outcoached.
happening. Yep.
yeah.
You simply just got out coached.
Yep.
That
I love
Chiefs
Shanahan.
3rd down call, that aggressive ass call at the end of the game.
Yep.
Ravens thought they were just trying to just get the first. No, we're gonna push it
I'm gonna throw a
downfield.
30-yard pass. You're like,
Andy
did y'all
Reid-
forget who I am?
Andy Reid is an aggressive ass play caller.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter the situation. We're gonna play this whole game like we started off.
Yep.
And I'm gonna just throw you off.
And it was a 1-score game too. So he like, all right, we gotta, we might have to wrap this up.
Yeah.
so
that's exactly what he
is-
did. That
yeah.
3rd down play, boom, bomb it downfield, boom,
Yeah.
game over.
Nobody saw it because he was not throwing no.
Nobody
deep
saw
bomb.
that.
Yep.
He really hasn't been doing it the whole year. He changed.
Nobody
his-
saw that.
Well,
'Cause nobody
last
can
year he
catch.
kind of changed. Well, I go back to when Tyreek left. When
Yeah.
Tyreek left, that's when the
They
game-
had to.
Yeah, he had
'Cause
to
they
change his
didn't
game.
have that guy.
You didn't
They-
have. He tried to make it out of MVS but you know how to get with Kadarius Toney, like how it
Juju
is. Yeah.
trying to find somebody like a band-aid.
But that speed that speed that Tyreek you can't replace.
Yeah, that's impossible.
It's impossible to replace that.
Yeah, because
speed.
he was really
he
just-
made Tua look like something.
Just creating
so,
separation. And Tua arm not even that strong.
No, that's
he's
what I'm
not.
saying. Tua just be throwing that motherfucker
just
up,
there.
and Tyreek
Yep.
he there.
And he too got that thing. He's like, man, if I throw it my hardest, I should be able to hit him.
It looked like he's throwing the shoe.
Man,
The way the ball be looking, it be. I'm like, bro, like you have no
So
spin on that.
I have changed my take on Brock Purdy though. I
Let's
will,
hear it.
I will say that now he's not a game manager. He's a leprechaun. Because this dude be getting the luckiest stuff that happened to him.
I
Bounce
agree.
off
I
the
agree.
dude's face mask, completion for 50 yards, and then he does a little flea flicker, and then he pulls back. This guy reaches back like that, pulls it in. I'm like,
I kind of agree with him though. I agree with him though.
He's not bad. He showed me that he can play, but like he had some luck, some extreme luck on his side in that game. Some bounces go his way.
We know that luck is you're gonna need some luck.
Yeah,
you're gonna need some luck. You're gonna need them, end of the season winning streaks to gain the momentum. Yeah. You're gonna need maybe like a dude that looked like he tore his ACL, but actually he just tweaked his knee a little bit. You need some luck to go your way in the NFL, man. Shit is crazy. But like you said, Brock Purdy, the little leprechaun, he took his team to the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Whether he's that guy or not, they're in the Super Bowl.
Gotta respect it.
And you gotta put some respect on his name for sure. But he's gone up against Andy Reid and motherfucking Patrick Mahomes and Taylor Swift's boyfriend.
Yeah. No chance.
So it's like,
you really just not to say that. Like,
I did that. I did that. Hey, I did that for the people listening.
Shout
for
out
the
to
shorts.
the Swifties.
Yeah,
no problem.
He
with
said,
you.
"I don't know problem."
Shout out to
problems.
the Swifties.
Y'all will end my career like that. I'm good.
We all cancel in 2 seconds.
I think we win. We win. But Brock Purdy is playing with house money.
I think
I'll
y'all
say that.
Y'all win in
one thing.
27-17.
Vegas don't think that, and a lot of people on the internet don't think that.
Favorite.
Yeah. A lot of people on the internet, well, they just
47?
don't.
Do y'all think Brock Purdy is going to be more successful than Lamar Jackson?
His team will.
But that's the thing is like we got to look at like it's different. It's a different situation.
It's a different, yeah.
It's
You got momentum.
The team is
The team is
better.
way more experienced. They've been there before.
Yeah.
They was here with Jimmy Garoppolo. You know what I'm saying? And I would definitely pick Purdy over Garoppolo. I would definitely do that. You got Christian McCaffrey now. You know what I'm saying? Debo was a rookie when he played against us in the Super Bowl. Now it's a different beast. You know what I'm saying?
He has a lot of weapons around.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. He has.
That's why I say it's not about better because even with Josh Allen didn't
Yeah.
have too many weapons. He had like two. He had Stephon Diggs he didn't even use.
Yeah.
And then
his
he had
defense
James
was
Cook
crushed. So but Bill's defense was crushed.
But like I said before you got Debo. That dude literally is a receiver running back, like legit.
Same thing with C-Mac.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
you
you got two of the same.
Two of them, yeah.
Yep. So
You
many
got a
ways they
dope
can
ass
beat you.
receiver with Brandon Ayuk.
Yeah,
he
Ayuk.
says his last name.
Yeah.
And like I said, like George Kittle, he's a dope. He he does his thing too. So Trent Williams, that is
safe
the
in the
most
back.
athletic lineman
Yeah.
I've ever seen in my fucking life.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it to Larry Allen still.
Shit,
Trent Williams is the second.
Larry Allen. You talking about the strong motherfucker? You talking about him?
He runs like a 4.5 too.
That's
dog.
cool and all, but the shit that Trent Williams does, like, it amazes me. As a quarterback, bro, if I would have had a lineman like that, bro, I would have been in heaven.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie, like, for real. Because that dude he'll literally go in the backfield as a eligible receiver. You got him in motion. He's pulling across like a tight end and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It is hard to do that as a big man. And
Can y'all imagine playing like DN or linebacker or even like a slot corner, and then they hike the ball and you look up and you have Larry Allen or Trent Williams fucking running full speed at you?
No.
Hell
What you
nah,
doing?
Dog. Hell nah.
Hey, you taking a
Straight to the
business
knee.
contract and you just dropping down?
Yeah, exactly.
I'll take that
Sliding.
dislocated shoulder.
Yeah,
It might pop out, but shit, I'll take that.
It's better
'cause he
that
gonna
than a
send me
broken
to the
fucking
trend,
back.
bro.
Yeah, he gonna send me straight
Damn.
to the sideline.
It's straight to ESPN top 10.
Section 4.
God
C6.
damn. I hope you bought your tickets because you can be fucked. Good gosh.
But I'm
Fuck
definitely with you though. Like the Niners, they got all the weapons.
They
They
do.
got a quarterback playing with house money. All
Yeah.
that said, they
Chiefs.
still don't. They
Chiefs
ain't got
still
no
don't-
chance.
Yeah.
And the reason why they ain't got chance is because
I think it's Purdy. I'm gonna say it will be
Everything
Purdy.
has to go
Purdy-
right for him.
Yeah, everything
Inexperience
has to go right for Purdy.
Yeah.
And you got to look at it this way. Like the reason why nobody picked the Chiefs to make the Super Bowl is how they looked during the regular season. The postseason is a completely different season.
That doesn't even
Whole new
matter.
season.
Yeah,
because they
like,
know
it's
how to
a whole
lock
new
in.
season. Now let's look
Yeah.
Let's look at the teams and how they're doing in the postseason. You got the Chiefs who literally dog walked all their opponents.
That's what I was gonna bring up.
Yep.
Momentum.
And then you have the
Barely
49ers scraping by a rookie quarterback and the Detroit Lions, who were happy to be there.
Yep.
Like, they literally
and
celebrated
you think that
one
happens
win.
with the Chiefs, especially with that defense? You think he's getting out? If he's down like this against the Chiefs, it's not happening.
No.
It's
Nope.
none of that. None of that heroic shit is happening.
Straight on the neck.
It, you know what I'm saying? And even in the same scenario, the Packers game, he's not climbing out there against this Chiefs team. Like, so.
And this is the first time where Patrick Mahomes literally needs 17 points, maybe, to get a win.
Yeah. I think it'll be low scoring. I'm going to be honest.
I think it's going to be 27-17, man.
27-7. I think similar to the Ravens.
No, one of those
Ravens
weapons. So Brock Purdy is going to put together a real nice drive with C-Mac going crazy. But I think either C-Mac or Debo is going to break for a long one.
Yeah, and like that's the reason why I say it's going to be a little higher scoring is because the Chiefs are
ability
going
to
to need
break
to.
one.
Yeah, because you have to game plan for C-Mac getting a 50-yarder, Debo getting a 50-yarder at some
Exactly.
point. So you can't play it like the Ravens where it's like, all right, we got a 17-point lead, we're comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to need to get about 24 points minimum for them to feel safe to win this game.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the game plan is going to
Yep.
change up a little bit.
Yep.
Clock management is going to change up a little bit.
Yep.
But I will say this: Pat Mahomes knows how to play in any type of game now.
He can do whatever
Yeah,
he
he's
wants
a-
to
he's a
at any
wizard.
time.
So that dude
that's
is
the thing. Like,
officially-
it could be an ugly game, and he gon' at the end he gonna find a
He'll
way.
figure it
It
out,
could be a
yeah.
shootout.
Yep.
Give him a minute 20.
Do you?
Minute
Would
20,
anybody want to
25.
have a shootout with this guy?
Nah, but
No.
real quick though, let's give a shout out to his supporting cast though, because everybody was dogging him all year long. He ain't got no receivers, ain't got no hands, nothing. They made all the plays.
Well, you see the progression.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They
MVS
stepped
made the
up.
3 biggest catches in the Bills. He made the 2 biggest catches in the Bills game. He made the biggest catch in the Ravens game.
Yep.
And he was the one that dropped that Eagles catch during the regular season. Everybody was like, put him on the bench. He sucks. And then
I mean, we put Tony. Let him stay on the end of reserves. Let him stay.
oh no, he's done.
done,
Did you
but
see
he
that?
done-
You see that rant he went on?
He knew
You
what
see
it
that
was.
rant? He's like, I ain't injured. I'm like, you idiot. They trying to get you a contract,
Hey,
bro. What you doing?
He Chandler
you
Jones
messing up your
himself.
money.
He Chandler Jones himself.
Yeah, like you messing up your own money, bro.
Yeah, he just get your ring, get your like. You ain't come back on.
guy's
Just
this.
say you got a ring, you play
I'm not
the
really
game.
injured. They lying. I'm like, they
It ain't
lying to help
Hey,
you,
go to
bro.
your kids.
I got a credit. I got credit. Yeah, Pacheco is amazing. That little.
They talk about Purdy. You know, Pacheco was like pick 252 or something like that.
He was
in the same
I
draft.
forgot, he was
Yeah.
very. I'm like, man, that's a fucking steal.
When I saw that
He got-
dude's story, I got nothing but respect for that dude.
No,
Talk
that
about
dude's-
it.
So he lost his brother and sister while he was in high school. Like literally, like if I'm not mistaken, I don't want to get anything wrong. Like it was like a year apart, something like that.
I
Or-
want.
It's like like cats like that. Like you got nothing but respect for.
Yeah, because it's easy to go down the wrong path after those.
Yeah, he
stuff.
could have easily went a whole nother direction, and he like really decided just to commit to just playing ball, doing his thing. And now look at him, like this dude's
Yes.
balling, doing his thing. So cats like that, like you gotta really respect, like just straight up.
I saw that he was a dog last year. They didn't use him too much last year, but I watched all the Chiefs games because you got to watch and see if Mahomes gonna do something crazy.
Bro, run hard as hell.
Yeah, no, he run like he.
Bro, he really be.
He runs.
He
like,
be really
he runs
good.
like he running from somebody.
he run,
he got
yeah.
that big dog chasing him.
Yeah.
He really do.
They say he mad at the ground.
Man, for
man, I seen all
He be
the
popping up
memes
so
from-
quick.
Hey, yo, them
yeah, they
memes-
say
them
You
memes-
made me touch
Oh,
dirt. You made me touch
saw the
dirt.
one when he was at the Kentucky Derby with the
no.
horses. Hey, bro, he was like, just running. But
I
no,
saw something that what is his name? Aiden Hutchinson runs like Waluigi.
I ain't seen
His
those.
arm going up.
Oh man,
Was like
But
he a dog too though.
Steroid
Yeah,
version
he's a
of
dog
Waluigi.
too, man.
them off. Yeah, like I said, I still credit our defense.
Oh, that defense.
It's so
is
I
nasty.
think it's still so slept on. Like the defense is very slept on.
Yeah, because y'all, that's the thing is like, that was what they talked about the Ravens game is that the Ravens get takeaways. Yeah. The Kansas City, they just have good defensive players.
Yeah,
They don't get a lot of picks. They don't get a lot of fumble recoveries. Yeah. They just keep you from scoring.
they're making plays when they matter.
Two of our best corners is nasty. So
Snead.
Spags.
That play was Zay Flowers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right at the end zone. Boop, punched it right out.
No, Spags is legit,
man. Yes, Spags.
Because like that's the thing, we don't give a lot of credit to coordinators at all. But like this is like the first playoffs. I was like, Spags is doing some things because that Buffalo game, he completely shut them out in the second half. Like they were running down Kansas City's throat, and then all of a sudden, Spags made a few adjustments. Now they got nothing going for them.
That's the key thing, man.
That coaches.
Yep. Yeah. That's what, I would love for you to chime in on this, but that's what makes the difference between a good coach and a great coach is being able to make those adjustments on the fly, being able to go in at halftime or even in between drives and saying, okay, I know what to do.
And not going for it on 4th and 3.
A lot of the times they don't know. Don't go for it on 4th and 3 two times. You know?
No, and that's the truth. Because like with a lot of coaches,
Campbell telling this team, this might be our only chance.
I'm like, what you
his team that,
bro? We told
like, we should have won. You blew this for us, man.
He literally told his team, this might be our only chance. I'm like, you don't.
Yeah, I think I heard something that said, I promise him I'll go with it on 4th. I'm like, I don't care about your promises. We winning. Like, break that promise. We gonna go to a Super Bowl. What you mean? Yeah. Tell me Santa ain't real. I don't care. We going to a Super Bowl, bro.
Definitely, man. Hey, man, let's talk about this Chiefs defensive line. So it seemed like their defensive line was a strength for years. There's so many guys around. Now it seems like it's a one-man show and nothing else.
Jones.
95. With Nick Bosa.
Oh, you're talking about the Niners.
Chiefs.
Oh, my bad. My bad. I'm disrespecting his shit with the Niners. So with Niners, they got Nick Bosa that goes crazy, but then everybody else just fell off a cliff. Then they make this trade for Chase Young, who I thought I was like, damn, okay. Opposite Nick Bosa, like you're
you see
not
how
gonna
the rest
get
of that defense play. Greenlaw and all them other cats.
Nah, man. Let's stay on Chase Young. Chase Young, I'm gonna throw it out there.
His favorite.
Are they hitting the quarterback? Are they getting sacks? How many sacks did that team have last week?
Did you see what they did in that second half?
How many sacks did they have last week?
That's called adjustments. It don't matter about getting the sacks. You cause pressure.
Yeah, the only thing I was...
You don't need sacks. You cause pressure, make him make bad reads. He's going to make bad throws. You make him uncomfortable.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now.
Just because you're not getting sacks don't mean you're not getting hit.
Pressuring Patrick Mahomes is not going to get the job done.
I get that. But I'm saying,
I get where you came at. I get where you
coming from. That.
I
but like they playing two different quarterbacks. You was talking about the Detroit game.
They gonna have to close the
Nigga,
fucking
you talking
deal.
about the Detroit game. That's what I thought you was talking about.
I'm talking about that D-line in general.
It was like in the Detroit game, this happened. We talking about the Super Bowl.
Hey, pressuring Jared Goff is one thing. Pressuring the fucking GOAT.
Yeah.
You're going to get a lot of points.
No. It's the difference because, he's going to see pre-snap reads and all that stuff. So it's different because every quarterback is different. Every quarterback breaks down film different. Every player does everything different. Mm-hmm. So, you're dealing with a dude who's been here before compared to somebody who ain't.
Yeah.
So, who knows what the Chiefs are going to come out and do.
Jared Goff been there.
Or the Niners.
He been to the Super Bowl. It's just a whole different animal.
So the only thing that I will agree with you on is that everybody in the scouting
thing.
Yeah, the only thing I'll agree with you on is like everybody knows the scouting report is that if you put pressure on Jared Goff, then he gonna do some stupid stuff. But the thing is that they weren't getting a lot of pressure on him. Like even in the second half, like Jared Goff played well. People just made drops. And so, like, for me, that part is concerning because you're going into that game plan. It's like, we're going to pressure the quarterback, and they couldn't even get to him. Like, to me, that's like the only thing I have an issue with is that you were in a game where you have to pressure the quarterback, and you weren't getting anything on him.
What Chase Young do?
Nothing.
None.
Yeah, are we safe to chuck him up to being a bust?
They might bench him.
Bust?
They said that today. They might bench him for lack of days go play. They literally said that today.
Wow.
He might be one of them cats that just got to the league, got that check. And
he's comfortable because they're winning. He's been playing on a shitty team this whole time.
Yep.
Now he's somewhere where he's winning.
He doesn't know how to have a winning mindset.
You got to think. He's playing on the side. He's playing on the other side of Bosa.
Playing like Chase Claypool.
You gotta be that good.
Super Bowl if he playing.
You don't gotta be that good playing on.
I will hope you would have the mentality of I'm about to keep up or do better than this guy.
Everybody
because if I do that, this team is about to succeed.
Yeah.
Because if you go to the Super Bowl and he mirrors Nick Bosa, he lives up to his potential. The homie was the second pick in the draft. Lives up to his potential in that game. Niners win.
Yeah.
It would be the Buccaneers and the Chiefs over again.
Nah,
Because the Chiefs tackles are trash. Donovan Smith.
I ain't buying it.
Donovan Smith is so trash. We got rid of this motherfucker. Stop it.
A whole different game. That was
You said Buccaneers and Chiefs over again. Where?
that was a whole different game.
You got Nick Bosa and Chase Young in this hypothetical situation. Chase Young coming off the end going crazy against two trash tackles. You know your tackles are fucking garbage.
It's a whole different game.
The
That's
Chiefs'
a
whole line was fucked up going into that game.
That's what.
Yeah,
But
they
my
were.
point.
Nobody talked about it either.
That whole line.
I saw the injury report.
Center was gone. Left tackle.
It was three.
Right guard.
It was three of them boys.
They talk
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
it, but they don't care. They like you
It's like,
lost.
oh, you got Mahomes. So you
No,
got
I'm
to
saying
figure-
they like it don't matter.
Yeah.
You lost to you lost.
Hey,
That's what I'm saying. They
Mahomes
don't
running
get
That's
for
where the
his
game
fucking
starts
life.
at the
Yeah.
line, bro. Like you can't
Yeah.
do shit without a line.
Yeah,
And the Chiefs lines is fucking trash.
but
is
it's
what
not
I'm saying.
like the Bucks.
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
No,
You
the
can
Bucs,
say
they
that's
call people off their
That defense
couch
was
during
ignorant.
COVID. They're like, "Hey, you sick? Can you take a test real quick?
Yeah,
We're gonna
like-
put you in the game."
Hey, you're
He
playing
was
center.
running for his,
my
but he
nigga,
was
you
still
good.
throwing some passes.
We just-
like,
we need
He
somebody.
was throwing
We just
passes
need
in the
bodies.
chest. They was
Hey,
dropping them.
They
though.
were going to Walmart find the big guy.
The homie, hey, Patrick Mahomes is stretched out like Superman, throwing
and he
dimes
was
to
throwing
the
it in the chest, but they was
Yes.
dropping a lot of stuff.
Yup.
He was
Yup.
throwing it to him. I'm like, damn, how is he? But he was getting it off. But you can't. You're gonna lose, like especially with
I
that
think-
other man on the other side of the football.
Yeah, I
You know
think the
what I'm saying?
only chance that they got is if I think the only chance the Niners got is if they stop Kansas City from scoring on their opening drive. Because Andy Reid is a wizard of opening drive play calls, and they've scored on the opening drive for like what 7 straight games or
Playoff
something like that.
games.
It's just like with the Green Bay
Might be
game. It's
7,
like
yeah.
Green Bay, their plan was to score first to put the pressure on Dallas. I think San Francisco is like, hey, we stop you on the opening drive. Now we're gonna have the mental advantage going forward in this game.
How much of that mental advantage do you think would fluster Brock?
I don't think it's gonna fluster him.
You think he's ready?
What's the game like? It depends on what they game plan. Because if they game plan is coming there and they're like, Brock, just manage the game. You know, we playing against Mahomes, manage the game. That's kind of what the Ravens try to, you know what I'm saying? They try to manage a little bit. It ain't going to work. You got to come out and play the Chiefs, you know?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you need
I
to
think-
run with McCaffrey. You need to get all these people in, like you said, on the defensive end.
I do think that
Chase and
they,
both of them. Everything needs to click
Yeah,
everything needs to click, and you need to
Pray to
pressure
God.
Mahomes.
You gotta
need to
pray
try
to
to
God.
pressure. Yeah. Like I guess you would try to get a few turnovers from him because even if Mahomes was to get a turnover,
It
or
doesn't
two,
matter.
it don't matter.
Yeah.
So that's what
Shake
I'm
it
saying.
off.
Like everything has to click. Everything, you know,
Let the
everything.
helmet
has to,
catch
I
in
do
my
think that
head.
they got to get Brock some looks like they gave Patrick Mahomes in the beginning of the Ravens game. Because if y'all remember, it was a lot of screen passes, a lot of easy completions to get warmed up.
Yeah.
And if they steal that and get Brock, okay, you're in the Super Bowl, complete a couple passes to Christian McCaffrey, let him go for 8 yards, you know, I think that'll help settle him early. And give them their best chance of winning. And then he has to do what you're talking about, which is make plays. But at first, I think you got to settle him down, do some easy completions, short passes. And
Because then
from-
he's going, as he gets comfortable, he's going to take them.
Yep,
throws.
exactly.
I agree.
You got to see people catch the ball. You got to see your passes hit hands. And then once you start seeing that, you're like, okay.
Getting that groove.
Yep, exactly.
Oh, yeah, they fucked up. I'm ready to slice and dice these motherfuckers,
Yeah.
baby.
I'm gonna make it a little tight, but I'm
but
gonna
I
get it
think
in
he
there.
makes a mistake.
Like,
Yo, he's definitely
I
he's
think
too
he-
small.
I think
Chris
he
Jones
makes a
gonna get that
mistake.
paw on something.
Yeah.
Chris Jones is gonna hit at least one pass.
He's a fucking animal, dude.
Fumble. I think that's what it's gonna come down to because a lot of them games people make mistakes against it. Once I see the mistakes in the game, I'm
one.
like, that's it.
If
I see,
you
yeah.
make a
in
single
a crucial
mistake,
time
Yeah,
too.
when
so
I
that's
seen-
what happened
when I seen
with the
Lamar
Ravens
Jackson,
game, as soon
when
as
I
he
seen
made
the
that fumble, I'm
fumble,
like, it's done. Game over.
And they should have scored on
Yep.
that drive. I'm like, you should have
Yep.
scored on that drive. Close 4th and 1. It was fine, but I'm like, that should have ended the game. Y'all should have kind of ended it right there.
Yeah.
But when I saw that fumble, I'm like,
But the crazy
It's a
part
wrap.
is about
Yeah.
that game against the Ravens when y'all was playing. Like, even though like they had the momentum and stuff, they never countered off it. they'll make a play, stop y'all, but they wouldn't do nothing. It'll be a 3 and out.
Yeah, that was a problem.
Be a turnover. Be like, just like that. That was the crazy part. So like when that was going on, I was sitting there, I was like, the Chiefs gonna fuck around and win this game.
No, once I seen that, like you said, the opening, they stopped. They gave Lamar 3 and out first. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
They deferred, gave him the ball. People, I don't know. People say it's crazy. I'm like, no, I like that. Defer, give them the ball. Let's see what they're about. See what they're gonna do. Cause Kansas City can play from behind. You know what I'm saying? Not, you know what I'm saying? Not a lot of teams can play from behind against this Ravens team. You know what I'm saying? This Ravens team, but Chiefs can. So deferred 3 and out, and then they score on the opening drive. Then they score again with Pacheco. I'm like, I was already thinking, I'm like, it might be you know, like.
I thought they were going to run it up.
Yeah, they, you know, in the 7 that Lamar got, you know what I'm saying, I thought he was sacked, and which I think the safety thought, like, oh, he's sacked, you know. So he got that ball off.
Yeah,
I don't even think they should even score
Flowers,
that.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Zay
to
Flowers,
Zay
right?
Flowers.
30-yarder or something.
Yeah, it was a clean-ass throw, but I thought he was sacked, too. I'm like, okay, he sacked. But he threw, I'm like, God damn, he scrambled out.
Yeah.
And they got their 7. I'm like, but after that, it was. But like he said, it could be a different game if they scored that touchdown.
Yeah, they stop him. But that's one thing about Mahomes that I feel like people don't appreciate. Like, everybody says he's great, you know, on the GOAT trajectory. But I remember during the Philadelphia Super Bowl, he got interviewed, and they asked him, what'd you learn between Tampa and now? And he said in that interview that he doesn't have to be Superman. He's the first person I ever said that I've ever seen say, I need to change the way I play, and I see him do it, and he's still phenomenal. Yeah. Because we thought they were going to run up the score, but he's like, I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that.
You don't got to be the best player right now.
Nope, right now we just got to control the game.
And that's what I was.
Hell yeah.
That's what I was telling people all season though. Like, you got to think about it. If they catch some of those balls, or if Kelsey and Chris Jones play the first game, Lions don't get that game. So the record looks a little different, you know what I'm saying, with the Chiefs. And it doesn't look as flashy, so people they lost it. You know what I'm saying? No, but he's learning how to, you know what I'm saying, I guess kind of be a traditional quarterback, you know what I'm saying, and managing it when it matters. But
he definitely needs to go to that front office and give me somebody to throw the ball to.
Yeah.
If they win the Super Bowl first thing, I'm going.
He gets a true number one.
Give me Calvin Ridley. Give me T. Higgins, one of these free agents, so I can have somebody.
Yeah, he gets a true number one.
I'll take Mike Evans. I'll take Mike Evans too, though.
Yeah,
he's getting too much money. Y'all ain't getting Mike Evans.
I would.
Yeah, Mike Evans. He
just got more
money. It's about the slant king.
I would take Mike.
Yeah.
If y'all got Mike Evans,
Mike
I would like to see that.
See, I like Mike.
Right?
If he's like, I want to win another ring, and I'm gonna go vet minimum type thing, because he's at
Mike Evans.
Yeah,
he's
at the tail end. He's at the
paid.
Mike Thomas.
He's trying to get a 3-year, $75 million
3 years.
contract.
Well,
he got at least
Mike
a year.
Evans.
I think he got a year and a half left of being great.
He's 30.
He's a wide receiver.
I can't
that's 30.
10
that
years
has
straight.
showed nothing of. He showed the exact same
10
thing
years
every
straight
year.
of 1,000 yards.
He just had his best
That's
season.
crazy.
I can't front.
He just had his best
I was
year.
thinking of Michael Thomas. So
But I feel like it's gonna be one of those things where he's just gonna fall off a cliff.
No,
Or he's gonna get some
it don't matter
injury that's
what
just
quarterback. It don't matter what quarterback.
I think probably
he's probably gonna get hurt, and he's never gonna be the same after.
It don't matter what quarterback that man plays with. He's getting 1,000.
Yep.
Right.
Offensive coordinator.
He's shown that.
No, he's great.
Go
I just
pull
don't.
up his stats.
I wouldn't pick him up.
He has not had a 1,000-yard
season.
season. Go pull it up.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I wouldn't pick him up.
He has had a
Crazy.
1,000-yard season every year since he's been in the league. Go pull it up.
Nah, I'm pretty
That-
sure.
that
I don't
is-
disagree.
That is hard
I
to
don't
do.
disagree.
That is hard to do.
I don't disagree. It's just like the LeBron thing. Like, I'm just predicting that eventually he's gonna fall off. He may not.
Everybody
LeBron
do.
ain't slowed down.
Everybody
But eventually Father Time's gonna win.
But he come
they
out
ain't
there.
winning
34, 33, 34.
All right.
He's never had a
Yeah.
significant injury. Nothing to his knees.
No,
Soft
he
tissue.
is a great player.
You better
but
knock on
I'm not
wood.
giving him a 3-year.
Yeah, for real.
Like,
That's
max.
my favorite receiver.
We do need. I will
T.O. and
agree.
Mike
Yeah, let's
Evans.
get some receivers. Yeah, let's get.
I want a
Mine's
T.
Moss.
Higgins, man.
I
like T. Higgins.
T. Higgins.
T. Higgins is
Yeah,
great.
but
I
y'all
want
gonna
him
need
to get a
somebody,
chance
We
to be
will.
the
You know what I'm
dude.
saying? Like,
I want him to get a shot to be the dude, man.
yeah,
He is nice. T. Higgins.
he is.
Yeah.
He nice.
That dude.
Okay, can you see the Chiefs making a trade player for a receiver? Because they ain't got too much money. Correct me if I'm wrong. You got Chris Jones, all that money. Patrick Mahomes signed
And
for
Kelsey.
even more.
Yeah.
Kelsey
Well,
signed
yeah,
for a
for-
grip.
So
So
who
can
we
you
giving
see
up?
like
Rasheed?
That's what I'm
Rasheed
trying.
Rice?
no?
I don't
can,
think no.
Can
He ain't
you
giving.
see like a defender or somebody?
Oh.
If you want to do that, Pacheco probably would have to go.
Pacheco
If you wanna go
for
get him.
What's his
And
name,
I don't think they
McDuffie?
would do it. I think
And I don't know
they'll
if
try
they'll
to
do it. You're
Yeah,
right.
like
Well, yeah, I don't
when you
think
got
they'll do
Snead and McDuffie, I think that's one of those things where you can risk getting rid of one of them to get a player like
I
that.
don't-
But
I don't
that's
think
about
they
the
do it,
only.
though.
Yeah, I don't think they'll do that.
don't know
But
if they'll
that's
do
the
that.
only thing I can see is because they're both elite. So it's like, okay, we'll sacrifice a little and get a better
That's a
player
big
on
piece
offense.
to
But
lose.
it is.
I
It
can
is.
see them
Yeah.
trying to look for more because that's what they try to do. Build player, little building piece. You know what I'm saying? Maybe somebody around the lead receiver that they see they fit into the system. So I don't know trade for trade. I
mean, yeah, you could.
I
do
wouldn't.
that.
I wouldn't change that defense. Our defense
Could get a lot of system
Yeah.
receivers. Like, no, not to Tom Brady when I say this. Like I said, that's the GOAT. But like I said, he turned a lot of dudes that was nobodies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Deion Branch was the Super Bowl MVP.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Most
Wes
people don't
Welker,
even know who the
Exactly.
fuck he
Yeah.
is.
Danny
Yeah.
Amendola, like all these cats. Like,
Nah, he did.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Wes Walker went
Yeah,
from
Wes
Miami
Welker,
to a
yeah.
fucking superstar, probably going to the Hall of Fame because of Tom Brady in his system.
it's like, if the system
And
fits.
he's cold.
you
And
just-
that's what I think they can do, and hey, that's what they tried to do. Last year they had Juju, Sky Moore, we had McKinnon, running back. So they try to make look,
I
little
can't
pieces
front though.
work.
Y'all got Andy Reid, bro. Like that's
Yeah.
He's gonna
I
make
can't
it
front,
work.
bro. Like that's one of the
Yeah.
best coaches, like hands down,
Hands
just
down, yeah.
Yeah.
across the board. Like you can't even from the Eagles to this.
Do y'all think he's the GOAT coach?
No,
Give it time.
I'll give him top. Three.
Who's over him?
You gotta give Bill the reins.
I don't
for
think-
now.
Bill, but Tom.
this is-
no.
Yeah. This is going to be one of those
See, I think you about to
controversial
agree with me
things.
when I say this.
But
Yeah.
Bill Belichick is
Tom Brady is the
overrated,
reason why
man.
Bill's where he's
Hey,
at.
Yeah.
if
I don't
Andy
care. I don't
Reid
care. I
would have
don't
won
care.
the Super Bowl over the Patriots with T.O. and McNabb and shit, then for sure number one.
Okay, you can say Tom Coughlin a better coach than Bill Belichick then because the Giants beat him
Fuck is
twice.
that? Stop.
Yeah.
But did
And
he
Tom
not beat him?
Coughlin was going like
that's true.
fucking
But he beat him.
9-7
Yep.
every year.
You
too.
can't go off a beat. Okay, they were a wild card team. They beat the Patriots when they were 18-0.
Because I look at Bill Belichick like I look at
Slapped
Greg
him right in the
Popovich.
face.
It's like what has
With
he
Randy
done
Moss.
outside of your Hall of Fame player? Just like Greg Popovich. What has Greg Popovich done outside of Tim Duncan?
Since Tom Brady has left, they've been shit.
Yeah,
Ooh, he
I
pulled
can't
Greg
argue that.
Popovich. Ooh, damn.
Like-
He's right though. Like he's not
Yeah.
wrong.
Like you cannot knock the accolades. He did what he did, but for me, a great coach. Like Mike Tomlin. I think Mike Tomlin's a great coach because no matter the situation, they
He's
are
gonna make
winning
it work.
games.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like if you need the ideal
I get the
situations to be
angle.
successful,
I get the angle he coming
nah, I
at.
can't. I can't.
Steelers have had 3
Yeah.
coaches.
Yep.
Let that sink in.
Yeah.
They're so good.
I feel that.
They're not bad enough to get a good quarterback. That's how good they are. They
3
can't,
coaches.
they can't
He's
get a
never
good
had a
draft
losing
pick.
season in
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
16,
Can't get a-
17 seasons. He's never had a losing season.
That's
Mike
crazy.
Tomlin.
Like the front office, like please get a losing season so we can pick up Caleb Williams or somebody. Come on now.
He's like, I ain't gonna do it. That's why he said, man. He's like, I gotta talk to my family.
Because the second
family
that he
told me we got
the
a
second
son.
he has a
Yeah.
losing season, he getting fired. He gonna be. I'm packing my bags. I'm going on out the door.
He said,
That's
hey,
the only thing I can hang my hat on is that I never lost.
Oh man.
I don't do this
I was
losing
LeVar Ball,
shit.
never lost.
Yeah, man, I don't do this losing shit. Yeah, man. Well, shit. Super Bowl is gonna be interesting, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because if Brock Purdy can continue to do what he's been doing all year, it's gonna be a dynamic fucking game. I just don't see Patty losing, man.
Yeah.
Come on, one of you guys got to be going for the 49ers.
I'm a Raiders fan.
The world is though. Most of the world.
Yeah,
Since I said
That's
here,
crazy.
it's a little different. But most of the world is like Niners. Like Niners. They still banking on that. The Chiefs can't catch. The Chiefs ain't all that. They getting lucky.
They better not
or
be
You
whatever.
have to
backing on
understand something. As a
motherfucking
Raiders
nothing.
fan, I will say this. I'm looking dead in this camera. We hate the 49ers. Battle of the Bay. But the fucking Chiefs in our fucking stadium, fuck no.
Oh man, you know
Fuck
how
no. Like, no. What?
Nah, that's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough.
Division rival in the house.
It's so
taking it.
you wanna know what's so funny when they won last year? Somebody on the radio was like, "I'm gonna be fucking mad if the Chiefs come to our fucking stadium, Super Bowl next year.
Yep.
To like, and these pieces of shits come here and they in the Super Bowl.
And we all
it
know.
was literally it was last year after they won, and that shit was so funny.
Man, so it's a toss up, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a toss up. And even though the construction worker, that infamous Facebook post where he put the Chiefs flag under the stadium.
Yeah,
I'm nervous.
I think we all agree that
He ain't gonna never let it live down if it happens.
Yeah, I'm being, I'm one of those. I'm calm. Wait till the game start. And I talk my shit a little bit. That
All right, well, shit, let's get some predictions, man, before we close this thing out.
Okay.
I already said I got my 27-17 Chiefs. Elijah, what you thinking? Oh, shit.
27-24. I don't know who's gonna win.
What the fuck?
just somebody gonna win.
I
by
think
3.
that's gonna be the score though. Just let me live.
What you thinking, man?
20-10.
2010.
Chiefs.
2010 Chiefs. And Mike, what you thinking?
24-21 Chiefs.
24-21 Chiefs. What's unanimous other than fucking Elijah's fucking... I don't know. I just think it's going to be 27-24. The fuck out of
See,
here.
and if
Throwing
that
out
happens,
numbers.
you gonna come and be like, "Damn, bro, that's crazy." You be like, yeah, nigga.
Somebody won. That's crazy. I would have never
I told
guessed.
you somebody was going to win the game. I fucking could have never imagined
God
that.
damn, I'm talking about the score. See, both y'all dickheads.
Yeah. I still think low scoring. I'm going low. I'm still a lower score game. I wonder what the over under is on that.
You know the over-under?
What's the over under on that?
47. Is it?
Sounds about right.
I think it's 47, and they got
So that's it all
Mm.
in our ballpark.
And somebody's
Kinda what
favorite
y'all-
minus 1.5. I think it's the
The Niners favorite.
if Niners are favorite.
Niners are favorite.
Yeah.
They done fucked up.
Oh, another thing about the
It
Ravens
opened
game.
at like 4 or 5, and everybody was like, "Oh, let me bet the Chiefs," and then all of a sudden, went down to
changed,
1.5.
yeah.
It changed real
The
quick.
same thing with when the Ravens, everybody was putting I'm like, this like a betting thing too. When the public is all betting on one side,
You know it's gonna be the other way. Yep.
That's everybody know when that happened, and then they push the shit up. I'm like, that's a steal.
I need to go.
Chiefs,
I need to
take
go
the
bet
Chiefs.
some money, man. Because one, the fact that the Chiefs are the underdogs is insane.
Yeah.
I'm about to go put my motherfucking house on this shit, baby. We about to double up.
It's like,
Yeah, man. But shit, I pretty am excited for this episode, man. People are gonna fuck with the Super Bowl right around the corner. I'm gonna try to get this shit dropped in like 4 days. I've been working Kyle like a madman down there, so we'll see what's popping. But yeah, man, that sums it up for this episode of Talk Smack with Mac. I want to thank my guests, my dog Elijah, Mike, Kenyatta. Make sure you check these two fools out, man. They got some dope ass music. And man, cast this motherfucker in the movie. Cast me in the motherfucking movie too.
You cast me too.
Shit. Hey,
so I
cast
can
us all.
promote my music.
Hey, shit.
Oh, man, I started acting before the music shit. Like y'all got me bent.
They call
Hey yo, catch me on All American, Disney Channel, all that shit. Yeah, pull it up. Try to play me.
They fuck with his bald head. Yeah.
I ain't shaved right now.
Hey,
so that's
they
why
said
I
they're
pull it
making
off.
Baby Boy, but the Tubi version, and you playing the
Tubi
Jody
version.
version.
Nah, hell no.
Yeah,
You gonna be Vin right then?
Tubi different, man.
I'm gonna lick your head. I'm blue. Hey, man, we out, man.
What?